Hey guys, it's me again, and I'm back with another episode in the continuing series about the Calamitous people. And once again, the subject of this particular episode is the French family. The title of this episode is How to Get Rid of Your Camping Gear. So, here we go. So in a previous episode of the Calamitous people, I was telling you the story about the time the Frenches went camping and on an overnight fishing trip with with Linda's family, and they had a great time. They did manage to survive catching the tree on fire in the lake and having to abandon. Like I said, they had a near miss on getting out of there with their lives after they caught the tree on fire and in the middle of the lake. And so after it was all over, they were packing up and going home. And the boys, the two little boys, liked to sleep in the back of the truck. At that time, Jerry just had a regular Ford pickup truck, and he had a camper shell on the back of it, and that's obviously where some of the kids slept while they were camping and that sort of thing. But for the ride on the way home, the boys would ride in the back. So the point of the story is he would tie a lot of the gear on top of the camper shell, put a lot of his camping gear up there, and tie it down with ropes. So the boys would have room in the back of the truck to be rambunctious and play and entertain themselves on the ride home. And then at that time they only had a single seat in the front of this truck, so Jerry and Linda would ride in the front with the baby. They had a new little baby girl at that time, and so they're on their way home in the truck, riding along, and so something happened with the baby, with the having a convulsion or something was wrong, which presented a real medical emergency. So they decided they were going to go back to the little town they had just passed through. So Jerry does a real hard U-turn on the highway where they were. So when Jerry does this really hard U-turn there in the middle of the highway, all the gear that was on top of the camper goes flying off. It scatters out and goes flying all down the road. It was a little 2-lane road, and of course Jerry hears it, but something's wrong. You got a medical emergency, so he's not going to stop and try to pick all of his stuff up off the road. So he just guns it and goes on. And he said he's looking in his rearview mirror because he's hoping it doesn't cause anybody an accident or anything. And he said he could see in his rearview mirror, he could see people grabbing up his ice chest, his cooler, and the box with all their food in it, and their sleeping bags and tent and everything. He said he can see people gathering it up in his rearview mirror as they're driving away. Well, turns out the baby was fine. It was nothing serious, and all's well that ends well. But as you're driving back through the scene of the accident, there's nothing left. He's been picked clean. So if you like my stories, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.